Yo, what's going on, guys? James Keller MMA. We're back. We're back with another episode of the Prospect Watch. And guys, today we have a standout prospect, a 3-0 pro with a 100% finish rate, fighting for the RCWC Featherweight title on April 18th. Please welcome Conner the King Leonard. Conner, how we doing, my man?
Doing well, I love that.
You like the
You're gonna
intro?
take Bruce Buffer's job, yeah.
Dude, people have said that. You know, you're not the first person who said I'm going to take Bruce Buffer's job. So,
Yeah, dude, you got a job waiting for you.
well, listen, you are fighting Alex Garcia for the RCWC Featherweight title on April
Yep.
18th. What's your overall
Uh-huh.
mentality or headspace heading into this fight, knowing it is for your first belt?
Uh, wouldn't go as far as kill or be killed, but I would say I'm on shoot to kill mentality right now. I'm going in there to put his lights out. He's the hometown guy. It's his homecoming, I guess.
Hmm.
We're it's like literally in his hometown for the promotion he started out with. So, imagine he's gonna sell the place out, and then it's 2 hours from my hometown. Funny enough, too. So I'm gonna have a lot of hometown people there, and I'm gonna go dog walk him right in front of his home people, dude.
Do you feel like you're going to be stepping in enemy territory going into that fight?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's his hometown, but
Yeah.
I always play the villain part, so yeah, kinda. But like my hometown's gonna be there too, and who cares? I'm gonna put him face down in front of him. So
Well, speaking of Alexis Garcia, he's a very well-rounded fighter. He seems to be comfortable wherever the fight goes. Where do you feel like you might have the advantages going in there against Alexis?
so am I. I'm a well-rounded
Mm-hmm.
fighter, and I haven't got to show a ton of jits. I have one pro finish via submission, but I think I have better jits than him, and I clearly have better striking than him. I know he uses a lot of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not high level wrestling though. It's just like a simple double leg, simple single leg, which are the best uh, shots in my opinion as well. But
Right.
when I meet him with hips, hip to the face, he's gonna be in for it.
Well, if you had to make a prediction, how do you see this fight going between you two?
First round finish.
First round finish?
Yeah, I would say first round finish. I don't know if I'm a because I feel like once I hit him, if I don't put him out with the first couple shots, I imagine he's gonna shoot,
Right.
and either maybe a ground and pound or a submission. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. I don't really know what route he's gonna want to go, but I imagine he won't want to stand on the feet too long.
Well, this is your first 5-round, 5-minute fight. Have you done
Yeah.
anything differently in this camp to prepare in case this fight ends up going the full 25 minutes?
Um, Not really.
Mm-hmm.
I would say just mindset, knowing that I'm going to get tired. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
it's possible to go 5 rounds and not get tired. I have been in camp for like the last 5 years. I've just gone camp to camp to camp, so I'm always in shape. Um, I would just say I'll just change my mindset the week of, or now slowly building into it, and then the week of, like, there's no quit in me. You can't
Mm-hmm.
hold that mindset forever. You know, it's not healthy to hold that mindset forever. But fight week, yeah, I'm gonna be on that kill or be killed energy, and I'm not gonna quit regardless of how tired I feel. But in terms of like in shape for it, I do 5-5s all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you finished all of your fights. Is there any part of you that maybe would like this fight? You wanted to finish it, of course, but is there any part of you that would like it to go to a decision to maybe prove to yourself that you can go a full fight, 25-minute fight?
Kinda. I mean, that's what my coach wants out of this.
Yeah.
He wants it to go to the distance to get a lot of cage time and to
Yeah.
get a lot of experience. But nah, I wouldn't. I don't want to get tired, dude. I get paid the same regardless. So I want to go put him out and make a highlight reel out of him. And if it does go 5 rounds, maybe I'll have like a 10-minute highlight reel. So
Well, speaking of highlight reel finishes and quick finishes, your last fight, you fought Rob Fuller, and that was a 1-minute war. You knocked him out in under 45 seconds. Could you talk to me about that fight and what you remember from that finish?
Yeah, that was a weird fight, last minute replacement. You don't know what to expect with Rob Fuller. Dude's a gangster. He's talking crazy shit to me at the weigh-in, so I knew he was gonna come for it. He's doing like meditation shit before the fight. Just looks like he's ready to die in there. And right off the bell, just comes at me. So I knew I didn't game plan for him. Last minute
Yeah.
replacement, and so I didn't really change my game plan. I was supposed to fight a high level striker, but
Hmm.
I watched his like fights like right before, and everyone's taking him down because he was just bum rushing him. And so I was like, one rule I'm not giving myself is I'm not fucking taking him down. I'm not gonna be a dude that goes and like takes this. If he's gonna play this wild man, I'll play wild man too for the crowd. And yeah, so I actually hurt my hand right before that fight on my right hand, so I was just throwing check hooks over and over, just trying to catch his chin on the way in. And then I said, "Fuck it," because he was throwing overhands, so which don't go well with the check hook too well.
Uh.
So I just threw the cross and it put him out.
It was an awesome finish. Like you said, though, Rob did come into that fight on short notice. He doesn't have the cleanest record, but
No,
he did come in there with a kill or be killed mentality.
yeah,
So
he did.
going in there, were you at all worried about the skill set of Rob, or did that record maybe make you think that it might be a little easier of a fight?
I mean, anybody can get caught, right?
Yeah.
And he has, I think he has a couple knockouts on bare knuckle
Hmm.
fighting. So, I mean, if you stay in there in the fire with him, that's his best opportunity to finish a guy like me. And I did that with him. So I gave him his chance. He did when he's walking into the cage, he's talking my dad is sitting ringside next to the cage, and my dad has a big shirt that has my face on it. He's talking shit to my dad. And I'm just like, oh, I'm looking at my brother because my brother's in my corner. We're watching from above on his walkout. We're laughing. And then he looks up at me, flips me off, double bird at me. So I threw another one at him. And yeah, I knew right then this was like, you know, it was that energy.
Yeah. You
But
talked about.
no, I didn't think he could submit me or anything like that.
What do you think, made him come in there with that mentality? You said he was talking shit before the fight, and he came in there obviously looking to take your head off. What was where do you think that energy came from?
I think he's a showman. I watched a lot
Yeah.
of his stuff. He's definitely a showman. He gets paid to show up to fights to be the main event usually
Hmm.
because no one's gonna pay to replace an 0-1 guy's opponent. You know, they're
Yeah.
only gonna pay for the co-main event. You know, so I think he got paid and he knew his place. Like, try to come finish this guy and give the crowd something. He started talking crap to me at weigh-ins. I think he's probably looked me up on social media and saw that I'm a shit talker. And the second he started talking shit to me, I was right back in his ear. So, uh, it flowed well. I fuck with Rob, dude. I like Rob.
Yeah.
Uh, Total gangster. I guess he had work after the fight, so
No. Well, what was that feeling like putting him away after, all that shit talking, after him shit talking your dad before the fight?
I wouldn't say I had any ill feeling. The finish was dope
Right.
because I sold that place out, dude. I had so many people there. Um, and everyone's going like crazy. I ran and jumped on the cage on the side of my crowd, and it was just like a, a sea of them. And then they're going crazy. So that was probably the hype. Was just that it was Super Bowl Sunday, and people still showed up for me. And I really like. I think the promotion did not want to let me go to another promotion after that. I sold all their seats. So it just felt cool to get another finish and add to it. I think for my team's side and for the people around me and people that know MMA, it was inevitable that I was going to beat him.
Yeah.
So just what it was.
Yeah. 100%. Well, speaking of finishes on your record, before Rob Fuller, you faced Brandon Waters, and that fight was an absolute scrap, ending in a
Mhm.
second round doctor stoppage after you battered the face of Brandon. So,
Yeah.
could you talk to me about what you remember most from that fight? Is there any specific memories that stick out to you from that fight with Brandon?
Yeah, dude, Brandon's gangster as they get. He's truly one of those dudes that if you called him out in public and said right here on the spot, he would give you a war. Like, he's just a dog. And I knew that. I could see it. I could just see it about his persona. So there was a lot of bad blood. During our fight preview of that, I was making fun of him like crazy and making fun of his gym, calling him all like pussies and gay and all this stuff. So I saw like when he was warming up in the cage, he was doing the Stockton slap, and my coach looked at me and said, "This is gonna get dirty. Let's keep it a little chill because this crowd's drunk, you know." And I was like, "Fuck no, we're going." We're gonna go be gangsters with him. And he stood across from me, walked into every big shot. I'm surprised I didn't put him out. Um, but yeah, no, I loved that fight. I think I got to show a little, I'm finishing everyone so quick that I think he took me the 2 rounds that
Yeah.
I got to feel what one round felt like. And,
Hmm.
5-minute rounds is tiring for anybody.
Hmm.
I don't know any pro fighter that if they're telling another fighter and being truthful, everyone gets tired.
Hmm.
So it's good to feel that.
Yes, sir. Well, after such a dogfight, after a bloodbath performance, do you feel like you learned anything about yourself as a fighter?
With that fight, yeah, I mean, after talking that much shit on someone's team and gym, like, I really had to. I was starting to get carried away with the energy, get in the
Yeah.
emotion. I had to like before that, I had to focus back and say like outcompete him, get back in competition mindset, get back into non-quit mindset. Don't play too far into the game and let it suck you in too. So I just learned more about the mindset. I'm way bigger on mindset than like fight conditioning and shit like that. You see so many of these bums running 10 miles a day and still getting finished in the first round, dude. Like go train some skills, you bums, and your mindset. Mindset and skills pays the bills. I don't. So that's what I learned. I mean, just learning to reframe the situation. It went from fuck this guy, fuck his team to hey, I still got to go beat him.
Well, speaking of your mindset, you talk about how you always like to talk shit before heading in there. Where do you feel like that comes from? Do you like to just be a showman for the fans?
Yeah, I mean, so I have a good job. So
Yeah.
fighting has to be fun for me for it to make sense. Like it's not the best way to make a living as a uh, low tier pro right now, 3-0.
Yeah.
You don't get paid that much, so I have to be having fun for myself to go show up. So it's part of it's fun. The other part is that I have two older brothers, and I can chirp, dude. I can talk shit with anybody. I'm quick. Everyone's always saying, dude, you're quick to come back. So like, if they're gonna talk shit to me, it sparks me. I'm like, all right, let's do this. I'll run it. Um, so yeah, so having fun, and then I grew up in the when I was like younger, watching MMA was like the Conor McGregor come
Yeah.
up was wild, and he was the only one making good money. So
Hmm.
why not? If I like doing it, like if it wasn't like me to talk shit. I definitely wouldn't do it. I
Right.
think that's why I'm good at it and why people buy into it is because it's authentic. I can do it. I mean, I can be nice too. Like if I go to a jits competition, a
Right.
tournament, I don't talk shit to anybody. But if we're both getting paid to show up and we're both pros, and you know what you're getting into by signing to fight me, like I'm gonna chirp you.
Right. And having those two other brothers, you've just been getting shit talked your whole life.
Oh yeah, they could beat me up, but they couldn't keep up with the mouth, dude.
Well, you are 3-0 with the potential of going 4-0 on April 18th with the win and getting the RCWC Featherweight title. What do you feel like is next for the career of Conner Leonard?
Something bigger. I gotta get into the UFC, so
Hmm.
shoot, whatever's the next big promotion that's offering me something, I'll fight for them again, fight for Colorado Combat again,
Yeah.
uh, for the right opponent if it's gonna move me up the ranks, and then I'm hoping to get on the Contender Series this year and start some fool on there and start talking shit. And I imagine they're gonna see money. They're gonna see money, dude.
Speaking
I
of,
got nice teeth. I take care of myself. I got good hygiene. I can sell the part. I dress nice. I talk shit. I knock people out. I knock people out. That like sells it. If I can do the rest, then I'm money.
yeah, speaking of your style, you bring that fan favorite style inside the cage. So you feel like that does help you, when opening doors and joining bigger promotions down the line?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I've been on the main card since my third amateur fight. I've
Hmm.
been on main cards and main eventing fights. Um, I was actually supposed to main event for my fourth amateur fight. And then, so I guess like there's people recognize it, and then with promotions, I've tried to get on LFA and stuff. They just can't seem to get me matched. I could mention some names that people would, you know, they know that they turned me down, but I'll leave it at that. But yeah, no, I think eventually the right time, right. I don't really care at the promotion as long as they put it on YouTube and I can clip the shit out of it and throw it on my own social. If the promotion doesn't have YouTube, I don't want to fight for it, or if they don't video it. But if it's anything else like Fury, LFA, all those, it's all the same at the end of the day. It's all going on your record, and I just need video proof of it.
Yes, sir. Well, this is the second fight for you in the year of 2026. Since turning pro, you've already had 3 fights in 6 months. Are you
Mhm.
looking to keep up that same level of activity for the remainder
Yeah,
of the year?
I've always wanted to keep that level of activity.
Hmm.
Um, Starting even at amateur, it was struggle to get a matchup. And now it was during COVID time, so or like in those times where it was just hard to get a fight in general, just because shit was falling through like left and right. But then my first pro fight was 155 against a ginormous 55er, just because we couldn't find an opponent. And so if I can keep people lined up, get another guy lined up, I will sign a fight every 6 to 8 weeks. Like I'll just keep going. I would like to get like 5 or 6 fights this year.
5 or 6 fights this year?
Yeah, I would love that. I think it would make sense for me. I have all the data of like training for someone that has like I've trained as long as some guys that have 10 fights. I just don't have that many fights because pullouts. I've had over 10 pullouts, and
Yeah.
some of them. These last couple for my pro were the day I made weight on one of them. I weighed in and the fight got pulled the day of the weigh-ins. I already made weight, stepped on the scale and everything.
That's some bullshit. That sucks,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
That
yeah.
sucks. You do have
So
a lot of pullouts, but what do you feel like you need to do? You spoke about the contender series. What do you feel like you need to do from now until then before you get that contender series shot?
like skill wise or what,
No, no, just
or
like
like
you said
opportunity
you
wise.
want 5 or 6 fights for the remainder of the year. How many more fights do you feel like before that contender series shot? Maybe a couple more, and then you're there, or
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the history of like other people, some people have to go like 17 fights to get on,
yeah,
and other people get on like 4 or 5,
yeah,
depending on marketability and if they're willing to grow you. And I've shown that I don't pull out from fights.
yeah.
All these fight pullouts are not on my side. And then I'm marketable and I have 100% finish rate. So I think if they see that, I think I could probably get in at 5-0. So, 2 more quick turnarounds and hopefully contender series this year. And also with first round, if opportunity comes up, I imagine they'll be reaching out to first round management and I hope th're putting me in their ear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Yeah.
think that is very realistic for you, 100%.
Yeah. So if I keep, at the end of the day, it's all comes up to like God's timing, and
Right.
if I'm not injured, or like if I stay injury free, which has been something that I'm grateful for. But if everything goes smoothly, I think this year,
Yes,
yeah,
sir. Yes, sir. It's all in God's plan, though. Now,
yep.
looking long term, do you have any long term goals or accomplishments that you have set out for your MMA career?
Yeah. I mean, one of them I'm gonna get this in 2 weeks or whatever is the my first professional belt,
Hmm.
and then I would like to. I could care less about my record moving up. I mean, obviously, I want to be a UFC champ is a goal, but then day I want to be like a. My biggest goal would be to be like a household name. Uh, I like to. I would rather fight for like a BMF belt and sell tickets and make money and be that bad motherfucker than be just like a guy that goes and wins the belt. So if anything, it's just to be a household name and just like make money and buy cool shit.
That is such a badass mentality, bro. I get that mentality 100%, though.
Yeah,
Now, before I let you get out of here, is there any coaches or any sponsors that really helped you out throughout this camp? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
yeah. My gym Catalyst is I only train under one gym. I don't cross train anywhere else.
Hmm.
And I mainly have one coach. His name's Trevor Pohamas. He's like, this is why I think I have a cheat code. Is I came from a striking background, boxing, Golden Glove champ in boxing. Came from a striking gym, and now I train under like one of the best jiu-jitsu minds in the world. So I will big shout out to him. He does everything for me. He's my coach in every single session, twice a day, 3 times a day sometimes. And then he comes and fucking sits in my weight cuts with me. He comes over to my house, sits next to the bathtub and like makes me like stay in there while I'm like dying. So he's just like one of my best friends too,
Yeah.
so that guy. And then like sponsors wise, I didn't pick up sponsors this time because I've been working on my own company that's sponsoring me. So it's King's Compounds. It's a peptide company. So for Hot Boy Summer, so you want to get leaned up and look good, clean up your, from all the things, skin. You want to put a little muscle on. You want to get jacked. Go to kingscompounds.com, and that's my company, and that's who's sponsoring me. So
Yes, sir. Get diced up for
that's
the
cool,
summer.
right? Sponsor yourself.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you have an amazing support team around you with your coaches. Now, do you have a final message for your fans ahead of your title fight?
Yeah, for sure. Tune in April 18th. We're going out to the Sticks in Kansas, where nothing but fucking dirt out there and just some bum ass town. And I'm gonna show them what a Colorado kid does. I'm going out to bum ass town, fighting this bum ass dude and taking the belt. And then, you know, I'm from corn country too. They're from corn country, but like us Colorado boys are a little bit different, a little bit smarter, a little bit better looking, a little bit stronger.
Do
So like fucking tune in as I smack this boy around.
you have a final message for Alexis Garcia?
Just don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Don't get hurt. Show up to the fight. It's your home crowd, dude. Uh, build up that fight, sell tickets, make sure it's a fucking show, and then come out and with kill or be killed mindset, and let's fucking put on a show. And then for what I think's gonna happen to you, I pray for the best for you, and I hope no serious injuries.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Connor, thank you so much for the interview, my man. Thank you, my
Yeah,
man.
no. Appreciate you for the time, dude. This is badass. I
Dude.
watched a little bit of yours. I watched a couple of your interviews before getting on here. I saw that Austin Haverkamp one, so
No,
let's not.
bro. Don't even talk. Here's the thing. Listen, everybody always talks about the losses. Did you see the Keegan Jenrich one?
So which one?
So this dude, Keegan Jenrich, I interviewed him, and he won.
Okay, I saw that. I didn't like follow his
He
path. I
won.
just know
Everybody, listen.
Austin's from
Everybody
my
sees
area.
the losses. It's a tough sport, bro. It's a
You
tough
got that
game.
Drake effect, bro.
Dude, I do not have that Drake effect, bro. I do not have that Drake effect. You're gonna go out there. You're gonna knock out this dude, Alexis. All right?
Now we're talking. Yeah, no, I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking your time and interviewing me. And fuck yeah, dude, let's do it.
No problem, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Well, you guys, that was the Conner, the King Leonard episode of the Prospect Watch. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a really, really fun episode, a banger episode. Make sure you tune into Connor's next fight, fighting for the RCWC Featherweight title. This dude's a brawler. This dude comes to scrap. Very, very fan favorite style if you watch him fight. Yeah, I'll be making sure to put all of Connor's socials in the description down below. Make sure you guys check him out on there, on Instagram and whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Prospect Watch. More episodes coming soon. We're out. Peace.